Shalom everyone, I hope that you're doing fantastic. Thanks for joining for a daily reading for March the 22nd, 2020. Happy birthday and happy anniversary to anyone who is celebrating today. I hope it's fantastic. Thank you, Sweet Divine, for clarifying messages. I bind and block and rebuke all negative dark forces. Every dry spirit, I command you to leave. I ask for the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to come forth. Thank you for your Holy Spirit and your holy angels to guide the way of truth and understanding and wisdom about the energy that surrounds us today and how to deal with it and move forward and to get victory above it. How to stay in peace around it. How to conquer it. What do we need to know? If you're new, welcome. I wake up with my audience. I've been up for a little while, but I still, take a few minutes to get my brain kicked in. And if you are returning, welcome back. I'm going to take the bottom and the top. Okay, so today's a change for one thing, but today's date will break down to a 2 or 11 or a 20, which is the cuff. Okay, which would be the Justice card energy. It's also High Priestess energy and Judgment energy. Okay, we've also got the Lamid here, which is Empress energies, Hangman, and World energies. We've got Venus and Saturn out here. Love and money and the Hard Taskmaster. And we've got the Hierophant out here. Energies of also Jupiter. So, ruling energies here. Truth, learning lessons, being protected, moving, putting judgment on things, looking at things from different points of views. Okay. People coming back around. We've got money and property out here as well. We've got people being subdued and bent to other people's will, by force or by choice. Obviously your choice all day long. I guess if some people make a certain choice, they get bent. Okay? But spiritually speaking, we have energies out here of needing to subdue the dark energies that are around us, put a judgment on something here. We've got society itself coming out here. We've got the High Priestess. Okay, so there you go. The other vibration of today's date, secrets. Okay. Or using intuition. We've got the Queen of Cups at the bottom. Okay, so the sun right now is still in Pisces. And so we got Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces coming out. But Pisces is really strong here with the High Priestess along with Virgo as well. Really going within, tapping into the intuition, being loyal to who you are, being pure. There are two white little dogs down here by the Queen of Cups. Okay, dogs represent loyalty, friendship. Okay, being taught here, being protected, moving something in a new direction, putting judgments on things. It's the energy that's surrounding us here. There's a big change. There's, we've got the L, the K, and the J out here. We've got, I say the J because the shepherd staff, the pictograph looks like a J. So we have the J and the L, which is also gel. We have the cuff, which is also the Justice card, which goes to law. Okay, karmic stuff out here. Secret, intuitive, deep past stuff as well coming to the surface. Subconscious things going on around you and I that are causing you and I to manifest things in our life that we are seeing in the now moment. I can't even get it out, what I'm trying to say. This is really deep stuff, what I'm feeling in my spirit. We've been transmuting a lot of energy. At the same time, things are real time playing out, real time. But because of real time stuff playing out in the real time, it's also coming and it stems from deep past stuff in our subconscious mind. And it's spiritual. And there's secrets. There's secret loyalty things going on with people as well, where law is concerned. That can be positive or negative all day long. I got a lot running through my spirit, and I don't know how to get it all up. But we've been seeing a lot of karmic law or law itself with real law enforcement, okay, that put judgments on things. We are in the time of Dan in history, in prophetic. This is teaching energy. We've got discernment here with the hangman, which goes back to prophecy itself. So we're in a time of Dan, where spiritually things are literally playing out by way of old writings, and here we are. There's a lot of suppression going on right now with people. Have been for a while. It's just been intensifying. It's time to put a judgment on something. We are in the judgment. People really tapping in, using their intuition, understanding things that have been really, really deep for us to really look at and learn who we are, what we come from, how to put a judgment on something here. Nothing even wants to jump out of this deck. There we go. We're going to get the star. Something's guided. Absolutely, something is guided. Something is major with the star. Every one of us can go out of our door and look up into the heavens. And depending on how much chemtrail has been put in the atmosphere, you can still see them stars. For whatever reason why dark energy exists, it does. And so the way we navigate through that is by truth, and learning what it is about, and knowing that, look, this says to bend and to curve. Light can bend. It can curve. Okay? It chases things away. When you find out that you have a light within, then whatever these secrets from deep past stuff that's even far beyond us, because, the mind of the divine and of the universe is so much higher than ours. We'll never be able to figure out the universe, yet it's in us. The kingdom is within us. We just have to be guided by it. Somebody is facing jail. We also have the name Jack here, or connection to Jack. We have kill here, the phonics. We have lack. People have put other people in lack in secret as well, but yet doing things that are right out there with the star energy. Star energy is about exposure. Okay, people doing things, taking identity. This would go back to your identity as well, especially people knowing who you are. But people lied about who you were. There's judgments here. There's subduing, even just on a spiritual level. Catch it now before it comes down here. As above, so below. We can go higher than that with the divine, who's steering all them lords. Every house of the zodiac is called a lord, but there's a lord over that wheel. And our wheel on the inside, and our brain kicking in, our wheels turning, thinking we need to be upright and balanced within, and take every thought captive, put it in jail. We got the sun, or I apologize, we have the star and the moon showing itself here with the High Priestess and the Star card. Which side is leading you and I? Our choice. Because the moon has deceptive stuff down that way. The star is supposed to be something bright and even in the nighttime, refreshing. It's optimism. It represents healing and hope, destiny and fated things. The moon is illusional. Can't see everything when the moonlight is out, and it is romantic, but I'd rather have the romantic side on the side of the star, not the moon. So the Queen of Cups is either a manipulator, a secret manipulator, or she just knows how to, and some people that are in the upright know how to tap into that side, knows what it's about, not afraid to look at it, understand it, how it works, and then bend it by working with the energies of the divine, by the stars that he's guiding. He's written every path out by it. Okay? And what these cards represent for us to look at something spiritually, this is what I'm seeing this morning. But we do have people in the natural because of things that they've done in the night and didn't know how to tap into their spiritual side, or captivate every thought that was negative. They operated on a negative side that's manifesting in the now. There's jail here for somebody. There's truth here. There's judgments. There's divorces out here. We've got the mother, okay, and the other woman. We've got a queen here, a boss, a sister, a cousin. I do like that she is looking over at the star the way that I have it on my table. So there is hope here. The star represents hope. The divine would like to show us something before something manifests out here in the natural, and then give us a choice without any doubt, you know, making sure we understand both paths. And some people choose that negative path anyway. It just proves who they are. Anyway, kind of a different reading. We do have the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck, and the King of Wands would get up and take action. Okay, would be a spiritual mentor, teacher. We have a king and a queen here. Fire and water is very steamy. Okay, very steamy. He's got mountains behind him, as if he's not, and the King of Wands is not afraid to get up and take action. Okay, even if there have been enemies or blockages, they're behind him. He knows how to fight. He's a warrior. The fire energy goes back to being a warrior. The divine leads us fire by night, right? And a cloud by day. We've got a masculine, a very masculine spiritual energy showing itself here. That in the upright would be a leader that would not get all up in his emotions only. He would know how to lead something emotional along the way, very spiritually and upright, if he's in the upright. And he's a good teacher, because that would go back to being a spiritual teacher as well. This is positive, actually, what's coming out here. And if somebody was unfaithful and did something, there's healing here in a very big way to put a judgment on that and to move forward by way of hope and grace and optimism and changing. A never changing God will always create change for expansion's sake, for our learning. A mother teaches, but so does a father. The father leads. So even if anybody is going to regular jail, or maybe you went to jail last night was a party night for a lot of people, and you got out today and you're thinking of something, then, you know, there's grace here. The divine can work something out. Okay, sometimes people fall down, they realize what they did, and they find out what's really on the inside of them from that point of whatever took place. Okay, so it took place. You can't do anything about what happened except for what you do in the future from that happening. Did you learn the lesson? Because if you did, then you prove that you're really a person of truth that will look at something, weigh it out, learn the lesson, and get up and then teach from that place. Just because you fell down, you don't have to keep falling down. The divine wants to gently lead us to a place of mercy. And we need good masculine men to take those roles. Women have had to stand up and do the leading spiritually for a long time. Go look it up in history. It's the truth. You have more women that are into spirituality or had been in the past. I don't know what the statistics are today, but our history does show that women have, and that's why a lot of women are out of place. And I'm a woman, so I get it, but the divine actually put a head of households he's got order about him. The divine has order. Even look at the universe. It all is like clockwork. All kinds of stuff just run through my spirit from what I'm feeling here on my table and looking at. Somebody secretly also got pregnant. Maybe didn't tell their mate. Didn't know how somebody was going to feel, or that's past energy, or that was your parents with you. However, that energy is coming out and picking up that as well. Somebody's healing from past energies with their mother as well. Deep emotional things. Also, I'm seeing daughters with their mothers being very loyal as well, and looking at healing things, spiritual things. You know, every one of us have some type of past generational thing that comes up for us to deal with. I think it's happening on a very wide scale. Like the divine is literally got this corona disease stuff, or whatever this virus has been, whatever it really is at its core. There's, on a wide scale, a lot of people are looking at a lot of things that are needing healing. However, the divine's allowing us to view something. He'll cause whatever needs to occur, even on a wide scale with a bunch of people. We got kings and queens out here. Everybody's under the stars. Okay, we got healing. We've got doctor, a nurse. That's what the Queen of Cups represents as well. And it's causing a lot of people to have to tap into spiritual things and what truth is, and understand that on a wide scale. There's a lot of people that's shutting down their business right now. It's huge. It's huge. People got a lot of stuff going through them. Don't be afraid to look at the past, but only to teach from that place. We got to heal. We got to help one another. We got to face truth. It's time to grow up and get into king and queenship in the homes, for your children's sake, to be balanced. Like I said, captivate every thought that comes through. The imagination is here with the moon big time. With the Queen of Cups and the moon energy, we have to be balanced. Even the King of Wands could go back to balancing energy. Okay. War things also right up front. All three fire. A vital fire is here. It's a very masculine energy. We have to be balanced. And the divine warned back in August that something major was coming. And it was death. And we've got a lot of people that are sick and dying every single day. What's really important to us? Is it acting crazy, or getting together with the world and everything underneath the heavens itself, and coming together and doing something about our earth? Quit hunting and chasing stupid stuff that cause nothing but a ruckus. It's time to heal. We're going into the age of Aquarius, knowing things. rejoicing because we know what's really taken place, because we're not afraid to really look at what past life stuff was and deal with it and come up higher and expand from that place. Okay. Anyway, this was coming out through my spirit. I'm going to leave it here. I've had some scattered moments. I apologize. At the same time, I'm just allowing the spirit to just bring whatever. If it didn't make sense to you, it didn't. If it did, then it did. For those that it did. This is what's coming out. We didn't even look up this word. Let me see what it is real quick. Okay, so this word, LK, like, lack, luck, Luke, however you would say it, the LK, lake. It means to walk. It represents a message. Combine these pictographs together, it means staff in the palm. A nomad traveled on foot with a staff in his hand to provide support in walking, as well as a weapon to defend against predators or thieves. Well, we've got something being subdued here. Okay, things in the night, deception. Okay, got to have the staff of the divine. This goes back to an ambassador, messages, a messenger, an angel. Angels were messengers. It goes back to as a message through action in business, workmanship, goods, cattle, stuff, anything. A journey, a travel. So somebody traveling and being safe on their travels. People having their own weapon in their hand because the world's crazy. Full of crazy people. Like I said, some people that they pick this path, then we've got the divine coming in here to cuff some things. You and I have to be having our head on straight, knowing that there's crazies out there, for one thing. Okay? And yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. Okay, because you know what? His staff, it comforts us, for one thing. Psalms 23 states that. His rod and his staff, they comfort me. Beautiful. We've got the wounded warrior here. The warrior. Taking a drink of that fourth cup with the four of cups. In this deck, they see it. Okay, you and I must see the cup and get up and take our staff in our hand and defend against predators or thieves. Okay, because we can see them coming, because we know how to listen to the divine, to be protected, and to move when the divine says get up, move. It's time to do this now. Okay? There's jail for the wicked. They get caught. The divine sees everything that people have done. They don't want to get up and learn the lesson. They keep going around the same type of cycles. Well, then the divine gives his people a way to fight. Okay? We are kings and priests in the earth, and we know how to fight spiritual things on our journey. Okay? So anyway, that's one word coming out. This word, the other direction, means to be complete and whole within our vessel. Okay? That's beautiful. It's we've had this come out before. Some type of completion here, which is beautiful. Okay, getting up and taking charge. There is a completion here because the 9 of Wands is there, and a 9 is a completion, and the King of Wands is holding that 10th wand, which makes it a brand new passionate beginning. Something that's guided and is making something whole within the vessel. This is healing. This goes back to in the section, it has the word kidney. That's Taurus energy rules over the kidneys in the zodiac. Okay, for carrying or storing various materials within a vessel as well. Here is what that word vessel means. An instrument, a weapon. Okay, so we're getting a weapon on the other direction of that. Those two letters coming out for us. A bag. So the kidney, though, let me go back to that because I jumped. I was going to elaborate a little bit on the kidney, and I jumped up to a different paragraph, so I apologize. The kidney, though, the organ as a vessel, the seat of emotion, the reins within us, in a spiritual sense of looking at something. Our emotions, the moon is here, okay? Being balanced. Because if we don't, then, you know, we're in trouble. With those emotions can be all out of whack, and people do really crazy things because of it. We're getting a picture of the night where they don't see clearly. This is illusional stuff here. Kidney is coming out here. So with this word, you might be dealing with kidney issues right now. I send you love and light. But that's coming out here. We also have boundary. We also have, so for every person that is getting a positive judgment, there's a negative, okay? We can't even drive down the road without positive and negative connections in our car to teach us how to move from one space to another, okay? So there's boundaries here, and people being subdued for the boundaries that they have crossed, where emotional things have occurred that have been wrong, misjudged, okay? Without a clear view of what the truth really was. We have failure for those people, okay, that weren't perfect, that didn't care to be perfect, that just continued to stay in their emotion. There's a judgment being put on that. What's coming out here? Something's complete. Something is whole. If you're on this side, this is the healing energy of the star. Something's optimistic and whole because of a judgment that's being made. So this is what's coming out for us, guys. So if you stuck with me through the whole video, thanks. Like I said, I feel like I was pretty scattered in some places, and I was, but anyway, it is what it is. Sometimes I get my best revelation from scattered stuff that's just kind of coming out. I'll go back and get something from that. So anyway, I hope y'all have a fantastic day. I want to work on the 72-hour readings and the 48-hour readings as well for you all. And I also have upcoming Aries readings for your zodiac signs that I need to also be working on as well. So I got a lot of work ahead of me. And so anyway, I send you love and light. Please send it back to me. Enjoy your day. Until next time, shalom.